Hello and welcome to a very special DF Retro Play. I'm John Linneman, and today we're finally tackling one of the most infamous games perhaps in console history, Sonic the Hedgehog, the 2006 version. Today though, I decided that we would tackle the game running on both PS3 and Xbox 360 with direct comparisons between the two. I'm playing here on Xbox 360, and my good friend Marc Duddleson is over there on the PS Triple.
That's right. Got my DualShock Triple here. Let's go.
Yeah, so the reason I decided to do this really is the fact that this is a game that came out prior to the launch of Digital Foundry in general. It didn't exist yet. Nobody was doing technical analysis of games. And this game has a lot of weirdness going on. It's also an example of a game that runs much worse on PlayStation 3 versus 360, which is something that wasn't expected when this first launched, right? So it's an early example of multi-platform gone wrong. The game itself has become somewhat of a meme over the years, for sure, but I wanted to try to look at it from a slightly different perspective, which is what we're going to do right now. So here we are in the game, our first look at the game running on PS3 and Xbox 360. And, well, it doesn't make a good first impression, does it?
No. I mean, I don't have the most experience with 3D Sonic games in general, but I can say that this was not quite what I was expecting when I played this for the first time.
No, so the idea here, from what I understand, is that this was going to be a celebration of Sonic for his 15th anniversary. A game that would build on the foundations of Sonic Adventure and sort of bring it in a new direction. This was following Shadow the Hedgehog, by the way, which was its own bag of worms,
yeah,
right?
That's right.
But so obviously the idea here was to build a next generation game for the then brand new consoles, including Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. They built a completely new graphics engine and a whole new technology base specifically for this game. And they first showed it off, I believe, at TGS 2005. Do you remember that demo?
A little bit. Just a little bit.
So basically there they showed sort of a real-time time of day demonstration as well as their Havoc physics in action. And it was all running at a somewhat unstable 60 frames per second, but you could at least see that they were trying to do then next generation technical features, right?
Right.
Shadow maps are here. You know, it runs at 1280 by 720, so 720p native on both consoles. It has this central hub, kind of like Sonic Adventure did. You know, it's off to an okay enough start, but things don't last. And yeah. I will say I was actually a day one buyer of this game. I was hyped for it as a Sonic fan. I'm not afraid to admit it. But within just 2 minutes of beginning, I was immediately faced with some of the issues, right?
Now you were playing on 360 day one. On
look at
PS3
his physics, though.
here.
Look at these Havoc physics, by the way. Well, they're not the best, but yeah.
Hey, they're there.
So yes, I was playing on Xbox 360.
Yeah, and I actually played all the way through this game several years ago on a marathon, like a 24-hour marathon stream. Let me tell you what, it sure does take that amount of time to finish it, just partially because it's just so broken.
And this right here, so first of all, this part of the game is absolutely atrocious in my eyes. Like, beginning the game here, dropping you in the city, there's no like initial level to get the pace going. Like, you know, if you remember Sonic Adventure, you started on the Emerald Coast, right? And it was a beautiful beachside stage with the whale sequence and all kinds of just fantastic visual flourishes everywhere. It was awesome. And then it would drop you into Station Square. Here it's just like, no, you watch a cutscene, you have to wander around, you can't proceed because those rings require you to get the Lightspeed Dash, which you also had to find in Sonic Adventure, but here you needed to complete a quest. Which
now, do you kind of get a lot of slowdown in town here like I do?
Oh, no. So 360 is pretty stable here. And this is probably our first demonstration of this. Maybe we should do a little frame rate analysis on this.
Yeah.
Because as you know, The game targets 60 frames per second on both consoles, but on PlayStation 3 specifically, you might notice that it fails to hit that rather often, especially in town. And when it does
fails,
that,
it slows down.
Yes, it continues to draw all frames.
So, like, especially when I point the camera toward this orange building here.
Yeah,
like, you are just going through mud.
Ugh,
I mean,
it's awful.
It's wild.
but my good friend, the real issue is this. So I'm going to talk to Mr. Alberto Robert here. And first you get through a quest, which is dumb in and of itself, I would say. But then you hit yes, and
load screen!
This is what the game is infamous for. And this is the point where when I first purchased it, I suddenly realized, like, uh-oh, there's something wrong with this game. Because having to load a simple little quest like this is insane. This is
which, for the record, takes place in the exact same area we were just in.
It loads this with him talking with a single dialogue box, and then it goes back to the loading screen. Everything is like thrown out of memory and then reloaded each time, it seems. I mean, right there, that's when I was like, okay, there's something seriously wrong here.
Yeah.
And for the record,
to be upfront, you're playing with it installed on a 360 hard drive, which you couldn't do at the time the game launched.
That was much later when that was an option. And the reason I did that is because for whatever reason on my 360 here, the game ran really badly from disk initially. Like, it was taking twice as long to load as the PS3 version, which I don't think is accurate. I'm not sure what's going on with my drive, but needless to say, I did install it to the hard drive, so it actually loads a bit faster than it did at launch. But as you can see, it's still extraordinarily slow. All right, so I got the shoes. He has these dialogue boxes. Let's see what happens when I finish the dialogue sequence.
Okay, well, we got a little end of level.
Oh yeah, we got
end
this
of mission slate.
So okay, so wow, I got ranked on that. I can't wait to do that again.
I got rank S.
Yeah, you played this recently. Try.
Horn. I mean, I'm Mr. Sonic Master over here apparently.
And I knew it. Yep, there it is. So to me, it seems like every single task, activity, scene is a separate instance that they load from scratch, right?
Which makes no sense.
It's not a smart way to work.
No.
So from what I understand, this game went through a difficult development, to say the least. Okay,
I don't know if it's true, but I've heard I heard a rumor at least that apparently they lost, had a major hard drive crash or something at some point.
I wonder. I wouldn't be surprised.
And rebuilt the game in like a few months or something. I don't know if it's true, but so I have heard.
I would love to know more about that, and I really love to know what they were thinking with this, because the fact that they're targeting 60 FPS at least suggests that... Oh, you gotta press... It's X on Xbox, so it's square on PS3.
Did I not buy the shoes?
Did you go to the yellow guy and buy the shoes?
I thought I did.
You better do that first.
Oh, I talked to him, and then... I talked to him again, and he was like, "Oh, you can't light chip. Do you want to buy this?" Yes. Sorry, but I've sold out of everything.
So you've got it.
I've got it, but pressing square. I thought it was square, but it wasn't.
Jump
working.
And press square. Okay, so this is.
I am not a Sonic controls expert.
Stop! You just got to stand next to it and press square.
Oh, you stand. Oh man, look how janky and jittery his positioning is.
I know. All right, let's. Here we go. We're gonna begin the stage.
All right.
So again, multi-platform comparison here. We're gonna see if we can.
There's not even a splash or effect or anything when you jump into that portal. It just freezes.
No. Like everything else in this game,
screen.
It honestly feels like an alpha version of the game. It feels completely unfinished, I would say. They do have some motion blur there at the beginning, which is cool. So this is a game then that was obviously built off the Sonic Adventure formula, right? So you're kind of moving through these stages in an almost scripted like fashion, which, it doesn't entirely not work, but it starts to fall apart the further you get in the game, and the stages really get weird. Okay, so trying to actually hit this. The collision, the way everything comes together, it just feels so utterly broken. But, you know, at the first time, I wasn't completely convinced the game was trash just yet. I was like, okay, this could still be okay.
It didn't take me, whoa! Well,
there you go.
I just, like, I clipped through the loop-de-loo somehow. Like, I remember when I played through this game on that marathon, I was like...
Oh no, it begins.
This level, I was...
Oh no.
I gotta say, I was surprised by how... Even more surprised by how bad it was than I expected.
Yeah, so obviously they're trying to channel the Emerald Coast stage from Sonic Adventure, right? Like, that's what this is. It's just... It's so janky, and it requires every move to be executed in a very specific way, right? Like, if your character is slightly out of position, or you touch a wall at the incorrect angle, it just falls apart, right? Like, everything has to be perfect. And that sucks. It's not actually fun to play it this way.
Well, and like, see, I like hit a wall there, and then he just like jankily floats down into the water.
Is jankily a word? I like that.
Yes, it is now.
All right.
But you know, I remember since as I said before, I ended up playing through this on a 24-hour marathon stream. I don't know if it was Stockholm Syndrome or if the game actually gets better over the course of the game, but I felt less... I keep hitting that corner of that rock there. But I felt like as you go through the game and you play as like Silver and Shadow, I felt, I guess, like an acceptance of my fate. Like, this is just my reality right now. I'm playing this game. But maybe it actually is better later on. I do have a save file in this if we have any urge to look at any later content. But
well, look right here though. They're trying to recreate the. Of course, it didn't work out correct. So the fail states in this game are just absurd, like falling down like that. So they're trying to recreate the famous whale sequence from Sonic Adventure here, right?
Yeah.
They're trying to one-up themselves. They're actually destroying pillars of stone now. But here we are. We're running across the docks. The whale's blowing stuff up. But despite using real physics now, it actually looks pretty janky. And then this looks so... like... him hanging onto the fin of this giant killer whale looks terrible. Just look at that.
All those rings that popped out of me, the way they pop out just didn't have any... They just like kind of appeared.
Did you see? And then it transitions from that to just tails. You see that?
Yeah.
Like, it's not explained. It's not like... There's no transitional animation. It's just like it goes from Sonic on the whale to Tails. It's like, okay. Whoa.
Oh, wait, apparently I was supposed to do a thing.
His attack, I forgot about this. So he actually throws out ring canisters. Oh, and there's an enemy up there.
Oh, man. Oh, the collision is so broken.
There we go. So look at that. I forgot about this. Yeah, you throw ring canisters at the enemies.
What? Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. No.
Now, do I do anything here, or is this just cutscene?
It's just cutscene. Let's try to get back in sync here. At least. Watch, it's gonna... There it is, see?
In this game. Okay, I'm Tails now.
So, yeah. You throw your ring canisters. I'd really... So...
Oh, so you, like, hold the square button, you go into first person.
Yeah. Or you just tap it to throw the canister.
So what does that even accomplish?
It just attacks your enemies.
That's a... Why would rings hurt enemies?
Why exactly? So you gotta fly.
Okay, there's limited lives.
Oh man. So I'm gonna fly over here like this.
Oh, it's a dummy ring bomb. Okay, I gotcha. Oh yeah, because you can't pick these up.
Right, but like, why? Why did they ever think that that was an intelligent thing to add to the game? Like, this doesn't make any sense. It looks bad in action.
They probably just like, they had the asset and they're like, hey, what assets can we reuse for an attack? And it turned out to be a ring canister for some reason.
Okay, so like, let me talk. Oh, look at those rings. So the movement stuff, like this is the attack, right? You hold it, you throw it. You hold it, you throw it. Like the idea that the camera quickly drops down to Tails level, it clips through his head, and you sort of see like his hands throw this fake ring canister. It is the okay, if you just tap it, he just what happened?
If you
wait, I was trying to showcase the fake ring canister, and it just cut to this. I don't know what's happening. Oh wait, it's the whale again. Sonic.
Wait, what kind of cutscene is this?
Oh, you see? Look at he's clipping through the. He's clipping. Oh no! What's going on?
What?
What the heck was that? I've never seen that before.
I remember running into all sorts of issues like that, just trying to get through this first level. Back when I played it,
I have never seen. I've run into a million issues in this game, but that's the first time I've ever seen that.
I don't remember. That could have happened to me for
that's
all
incredible.
I know, but yeah.
I was just standing there with Tails, like showcasing the awful ring animation.
Okay, I'm at this gate now. I'm not. What did you do? Did you fly?
I didn't do anything. I was just standing there.
Okay. I was just walking around too, and now it's cut to this.
Right, but like for me, it just completely glitched out, as you saw.
Yeah, but it's this slow animation. Like, am I supposed to be
slow, ugly animation?
Way? Okay, are we? Am I like I'm moving the stick as if I'm controlling the whale through the gate, but I don't know if I actually am.
Is it working?
Why is just going through the ground?
It didn't work.
Wait. So wait. Did
we
go?
Wait.
We did go back to it. Like for a second, I thought like, did we go through or
did I not?
Did
I not see that? I must have seen that before. I don't remember that at all. That seems extra broken.
Like so, there's some sort of issue going on where it's just not. It's not communicating what we're supposed to do there.
I need to press a button, perhaps.
Sonic says, "Go ahead and push the gate switch so he doesn't get out." Oh, okay. So if I guess if we're too slow, the whale will escape into the ocean with Sonic, never to be seen from again. Which honestly, that might be for the best.
That looks so broken. Okay, so is the switch up here? Where is this?
It must be near the gate. I assume we need to just get near the gate.
Okay, so it's got to be a timer-based thing here. Okay. So throw my fake rings. That actually... Oh, here we go.
Where is it?
I found it. It's up on top of one of those spires. Okay.
Like in that last area, kind of?
So, again, though, I feel like that perfectly communicates one of the biggest flaws this game has, is that it just feels like everything's stitched together in a way that doesn't make sense. Like it feels like it was never play tested, even though I'm sure it was. Where like logically, this whole sequence, when you break it down, is Sonic grabs onto that killer whale's fin for reasons that are unknown. Then it randomly switches to Tails, and you're supposed to like press a button, but then Tails runs around throwing fake ring bombs. And you have to find that thing, and if you don't find it on time, the whale clips through the scenery, and it doesn't really indicate like what's wrong, what you're doing wrong. It doesn't even give you like the sense that there's a timer.
Yeah.
Right? It's just there. And now I finished that, and it cuts to this high-speed stage, which, by the way, you should try to line up your footage with this, because I want to compare. Because right now the 360 is admittedly doing a pretty good job holding the frame rate at 60 FPS. It does dip when there's a lot of physics happening, but it's at least not completely falling apart. Okay, so here we go. Like, I like the idea of this. This is interesting, but whoops. What happened?
I hit a wall and Sonic just I mean it's pretty hilarious.
There we go. I actually managed to win that.
Okay, well, I might be doing... It looks so broken when you die in this high-speed section.
Again, I'm watching it.
I'll make a version of this where it's lined up, but I'll also definitely... I'll definitely be showing these failures, too.
That is, of course, one of the biggest failings here, right? Is the way the fail states work in this game. It's just pure...
Oh, no! Oh, no! I game overed. I forgot we had limited lives.
Oh my god. Okay, let's just go play through that real quick and just keep it recording.
I'll do my best.
Okay, you're back.
All right.
It's like 20 minutes later, it feels like, but now you're trying it again.
Whoop!
Try.
Oh gosh!
Buddy.
I've got a bunch of lives, but dude, the controls are so
just
bad.
Just be very gentle with the controls, okay? You can't make fast movements.
But I got one up though. Everything's okay.
Okay. You can do this.
Oh, it feels so bad. It feels so bad.
You're making big movements. You've got to just...
It's hard. It's very hard not to.
The developers made a big movement too when they shit out this game. No. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is so bad.
Oh, we got some slowdown on PS Triple here.
The PS3 can't.
Whoa. We're okay.
Okay. Get some rings. You're out of ring. Okay.
We're okay.
Oh,
See, you're just
oh
no! I didn't even realize that I was losing rings because they don't have the normal
stagger animation. No,
they don't communicate.
Okay, you're out of rings. Go, just jump! No!
Oh, what? What? What happened?
You out of rings, dude.
But I still don't understand what happened. It's, oh my gosh!
You hit the spike ball. Jump. Uh-oh. Okay, just keep the rings.
I want to assure that everyone that while I am bad at Sonic games, this is not my fault. It's just that bad.
Hey, I got through it on my first try. Just saying.
Well, you're also a Sonic master.
Yeah, but this game is horrible. Okay, jump, watch out for the stuff. So the thing about these stages that's insane is there's basically no collision detection. Every object the game insists on moving Sonic forward at this fixed speed, and anything in your way you just clip through. And it causes you to just lose rings or fall out of the stage.
And there's this weird input delay.
Jump.
Okay, I think we're good.
Just don't fall anywhere. Don't do anything. Okay, getting there. Oh no! You have to do. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no!
Great!
Oh gosh!
Look at that camera. No. That's super smooth camera movement.
Oh gosh! Oh boy!
Oh, you almost missed that.
Oh no! Where am I going from here? Oh, that's the end. Thank goodness.
You did it. You survived. These high-speed sections are among the worst things in the game. The idea is interesting, but it does not work. They're so badly made. All right, so let's cut over here. I'm back in town, trying to figure out where to go next. And you have okay, so that's where I need to go, but I need to figure out how to see here. I need to find Lord Regis. Okay.
Ooh, apply to get permission to go into the desert. What an exciting task. Yes, so, I finally can save.
I've already done a mission to pretend. This is ridiculous. Sonic Adventure's town sequences were not the best, but at least they weren't that distracting, and it was small enough to not really get in the way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you could kind of buzz through it okay and reach the other side. But here it's just the whole game grinds to a halt. You wander around aimlessly through this ugly looking town. There's guards blocking everywhere you want to go. And you're just you have to find some arbitrary point to click on to trigger some sort of mission or dialogue sequence. I mean, at the same time,
maybe stuff in later games like Sonic Unleashed, but you love that game.
Yeah, that's a much different game. I don't love the towns in that, but they're at least not that bad. Oh, there he is. Oh wait, there's a little girl on the... What's going on here? So apparently there's a little girl stuck on the roof here, but I can't...
Oh, can you slide under that wall?
I can't. It does not work. Is that what you're supposed to do?
Do you have to, like, maybe you have to not be against the wall when you hit the button?
Oh yeah, let me try that. Oh, it...
And then all these loading times on my end to just start this quest.
Look at Tails just running continuously into this. I don't remember what to do here. I really do not. Oh, this looks unfinished.
I mean, that's the story of this game.
So they're all talking about some kid. Okay, I see her up there. Okay, maybe I need to go back to the shop. Let's go to the shop.
Oh yeah, maybe you'll get an ability.
So, man, this design. You also notice running through this town, there's the lighting is poor, but it's also, you know, it's 2006. What are you gonna do? Yeah. But the shadow map drawing is terrible, like the tree here. It's just like no shadow map, and then there it is. Look at that. But at least the building shadows are drawn. But yeah, dynamic objects, nope, no dice.
Well, at least the combat is functional enough thanks to the homing attack, you know? If it wasn't for that, then, like, who could even bear to play through this?
Okay, I got something. So they call this anti-gravity, and it describes itself as allows you to use sliding. By sliding, you can attack enemies while moving.
That description doesn't make sense. And that doesn't make sense. Can you say Princess Elise, please? This is a sigh of our gratitude.
None of this makes sense. This doesn't make sense at all. Okay, so I've got this. Okay, how does it work now? Is it just the X button? Yes, there it is. Look at that.
He's just sliding along. Look at that. That looks great. I mean, by great,
baby.
I mean, I enjoy it so much, but it's bad.
That's got to be what I do then. All right, so let's go ahead and slide under here. Be sure to talk to that shopkeeper. Oh,
yep,
look at.
Oh man! Oh man! You're what?
The camera work is just incredible. Okay, slow down. There we go. I'm jumping up to this building.
Wow.
That is one of the most absurd things. I like that whole sequence. Going to the shop, getting an item with a very strange name like anti-gravity, okay. Clipping through that wall in the most awkward fashion possible. Using a single springboard to go up on top of the building. You talk to the girl, it loads, and then it puts you back here in the world. And there she is. I'm sorry. That's it.
Well, at least I can get that.
And then they get this lady here just like dancing. Like she's just like, oh yeah, look at that.
I mean, you know, isn't that how Sonic's heroics make everyone feel?
So now I get to talk to Regis Philbin here. So
do I need to talk to an NPC to?
So you need to go to
do anything?
Did you go to the shop?
I did.
You slide
I did
into
like
there.
the Robotnik. Whoa.
Okay, there you go.
I didn't slide, but I went through.
It broke. Now go talk to the girl. We'll go into the desert. Well, I'm going to load into the desert, and I'll wait for you. So we're both in that perpetual loading state.
Yep.
This is the...
Now there was no clear quest. Like, there wasn't a blue quest marker for that like there was for the others. So they're not communicating very clearly like what's an essential task and what's not.
The only way they communicate there is if you talk. You can see the icon for the desert level, but you can't get to it, and it says you need to talk to Lord Regis. And when you talk to when you talk to him, he says you have to save that girl first.
Wait. Be careful, you hear? Oh, wait.
Okay, to the left.
So did he open?
Yeah. No, not that way, not that way, not that way. I think it's right there, to the right. No, I don't even know.
If I can cross to the other side of this bridge, the camera keeps flipping every time
I don't know. I don't know where you're. It's to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. Go to the right, to the right. Yes,
oh,
there.
Okay. That's not a very exciting looking corridor for an actual level to be in. Also, we were coming before recording today. I've seen a video on YouTube where Eggman's glasses are taken out here.
You should
not
also
in this scene, but it's amazing.
Now this part's interesting. If you actually compare the PS3 and 360 here, they actually look pretty comparable, I think. But really, the PS3's problem just is the performance is exceptionally bad.
Mr. Sonic.
Yeah.
But before we can actually get to the desert level, we're gonna have to face off
Egg Cerberus.
So it loads. It loads the Egg Cerberus introduction animation.
Yeah, which is, you know,
which is fine, and then
pretty standard, decent enough animation. But then
is it worth loading it just to then have to load again?
Absolutely not. Yeah, seeing Silver on this load screen kind of reminds me. I don't know if we're going to get this far, but there's like a Silver boss fight, and I remember it just being completely incomprehensible. It took me like a long time to figure it out.
I actually forgot that there was even a boss fight right here.
Yeah, I don't remember this at all. I mean, you know, some of the bigger boss fights in this game, like I want to say, like when you fight Robotnik at the end of Sonic's story, I remember that actually being a decent fight. Although, like I said before, there may have been a little Stockholm syndrome settling in by that point in my marathon.
So it's interesting that they make this the first boss fight, I feel, because it's just kind of a strange... Does this not seem a little bit weird to you as, like, this is your first boss encounter?
I mean, there was no real... Oh, okay, there's a rail up there.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a first boss, certainly, and I'm not saying it's well done, but I'd say in the context of this entire game, like, at least the animation of it, like, running around is not, like, the worst thing I've ever seen.
Okay, so I have to make him
run into something. But I still haven't figured out how to damage it. I tried riding the rail up its back after it stopped moving, but then, I don't know, I didn't figure out what to do after that.
You just have to crash it into a statue. Basically. That's what I did.
Okay, so now it lowers its tail.
So I feel like this fight demonstrates, again, like sort of the general issue with the development of this game, where they're trying to integrate too many different ideas into a single product, right? Like, why does this boss fight need to have all this like scripted stuff where it's like you're essentially waiting for animations to play, you ride up his tail, you ride him into a statue, he does another, like it's way more complicated than it needs to be, and you spend most of the fight just running around not getting hit, like you're just avoiding stuff. Yeah. It's not a good boss fight, right?
No,
and it doesn't make sense.
Like, I mean, I feel like the environment at least looks better than most of what we've seen up to this point.
It's not about the looks, though. It's about the fact.
Yeah,
it's about like just their need to put in all these unnecessary mechanics in everywhere. Like everything had to be unique and bespoke. We got to do these little side missions. We have to do these convoluted boss fights. Like. It's nonsense. They wasted so much time on all this stuff, and that's not important to the central pillar of the game. They couldn't.
Is there a central pillar though?
I mean, there should be. There should be, but there's not. Okay, I defeated him.
Okay, I think he's gonna run. Oh, maybe not. Whoa! Look at this physics on those rocks. They are floating very slowly. They're styrofoam rocks.
It's really interesting how I've completely soured on this game over time. Like, I didn't like it initially. I was disappointed by it, but I defended it just a little bit. And I was wrong. No, what are you doing? Get to the other statue.
I'm trying
other
to find
statue.
it. Well, he lost some health. I couldn't see where the other one was. Where? Okay, there it is. I mean, you know, you were hyped for this game. This sounds like this was your Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles: The Crystal Bearers. What that was for?
There it is. It's right there. It's right there. It's right there.
I know, but I had no control over that.
Just run him into anything. It doesn't matter.
Okay, here if I can get the camera pointed.
Okay, you did it.
Okay, well, it worked. You know, like Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles of the Crystal Bears, like I was like hyped for that game. Like I thought it looked really fun in the trailers. I thought like the Wii remote controls were going to be really cool. And boy, when I got that game,
it's not good.
It's very bad.
I'd argue this is worse.
This is worse, but that game's pretty bad. But this is definitely a good bit worse. That game's main problem is it's just not interesting. It's got a lot of bad gameplay, but this has bad gameplay and it's not really functional.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and cut ahead to the next stage. So this is the second action stage, and again, this immediately showcases their burning desire to include weird, unique mechanics.
What? Like falling through the sand dunes?
Actually, yes. That is a mechanic. If you went too fast, you have to pull the R1 button.
Oh. Oh, is that like her magic or something?
Essentially, yes. It's a shield. And using that shield, that's how you can walk through the sand. If you don't use it, you fall through. So,
okay, is
again,
that also what's helping me break through these barriers, or is that
correct?
Just Sonic?
Yes. So again, this is just the second stage, and they're already deciding we can't just have normal Sonic gameplay. No, we need to introduce another mechanic. Oh, that completely broke. I'm stuck in the loop. What's going on here? Hold on. Okay. So.
Oh my gosh, the slowdown.
So yes,
I don't know why. Like as soon as I get past that one barrier, I'm like, okay, it's time to let go of the R button, and then
it's so choppy. It's so start and stop. Like this. Why this barrier idea? Personally, if they really wanted to include the princess character in this part of the game, I feel like the better solution would have been just to say like, "Hey, Tails, carry her. I'll make a path through these bad guys." And then you have the normal gameplay with Sonic, right? But no, they decided you have to carry her and use this magic shield. It's a stupid mechanic.
Taking a long time to recover.
It's not fun. It doesn't look good, right? Like it just, why is this here? So many of these action stages are just ruined by this need to put weird mechanics in. They can't just have Sonic running, and they constantly have to vary things up, and they couldn't do it. They couldn't actually execute on it. I'm like losing my mind over this. I just can't. I forgot how putrid this is. This is such a bad game.
It's astounding.
Even with stuff like the GBA port of Sonic 1, I think this is the worst Sonic game ever made. It's just such a bad game. Such a crushingly disappointing game.
Oh man, the slowdown.
See, 360 is surprisingly solid here. It's holding up. There's a physics demonstration there. They put those spike balls in just to showcase the physics. Okay. Right there. If you're running full speed and you just happen to run into a wall, the way it just like stops is really funny. Oh, there's the camera again.
You know, ultimately, I mean, the ideas in this game don't have to be terrible, but it's just that the execution and technical underpinnings are so astoundingly broken.
So here's another thing, like just standing on these boxes are dynamic physics driven objects, right? And when you're standing around on them, the way it behaves is completely bonkers. Like the physics just kind of cause Sonic to easily fall off. It's very twitchy. Now, when it goes to the fixed camera,
Uh-oh.
This is just absurd. This is so bad. There we go. We got up here. Okay, and you hit that. You know, this stage is one of the stages that was remade, I think, in Unity engine for Sage. Like, fans actually went back and tried to recreate this and make it better, and I think they succeeded. It's still fundamentally flawed at its core, but you know, man, this sand mechanic is perplexing to me. Why is this here?
Even if I wasn't playing so badly, we would never have been able to keep up in sync because, whoa, the camera just whipped around.
Yep.
Why is the camera keep whipping around here?
It's barely usable.
Oh, it has something to do with because it wants me to jump on these platforms, I guess. Oh my gosh. Let me get rid of these enemies.
Okay. Let's see if you can survive this. It's so annoying to play this game. Watch you. Yep.
The camera is so bad. Oh gosh.
They put like a bounding box around like certain sections of the environment, and as soon as Sonic crosses it, no matter what, it just instantly switches the angle, and it causes this very jarring transitional moment. Oh,
these multi-hit enemies do not feel good either. Like you don't get this sense that you are actually damaging them.
You're almost there. The end is in sight. It's right up there. Just use your shield on the sand.
Oh, you've got some FMV action going on here. Oh wait, is that FMV?
We'll watch it in just a second on your side. Okay, so you beat this stage, and now we get ready for a story sequence. Now we're here, finally in the story sequence, carrying the princess. It's Sonic and the princess running through the Windows XP background.
Yeah.
I can almost hear the startup sound.
I mean, looking at a distance from my screen here, like the encoding quality on PS3 here is not bad.
It should be. I mean, PS3 you could just use Blu-ray quality.
Yeah, but
even on 360,
that wasn't always the case.
No, it wasn't, especially in multi-platform games. So yeah, this stuff is weird. So wait, is this actually FMV?
I mean, there's a lot. It has to be because of the grass.
Yeah.
But the character models look not that much better than their in-game counterparts.
I think they are using their in-game character models.
Yeah. But like the quality of the grass is what clues it in that it has to be FMV. But yeah, it's not an especially great looking FMV, and I do see a lot more like on the princess's like transparent
leggings,
her clothing. Yeah.
It's okay. So now you're learning the history here, and like, why is Sonic even here? Like, okay, it's just superimposed. They're doing like a green screen scene, basically.
They're doing green screen on FMV when they don't need to. Or that's basically what it looks like. Ooh, look at the lens flare, though. I love this Windows XP environment.
Oh, man. And they're trying to, like... See, this is the stuff that's... This stuff is kind of funny and not like necessarily like you're right. Like it's bad, but it's funny to watch. I can see why people got into this and why the game has been memeified, because this is just preposterous, right? This is basically the episode 2, the Anakin scene when they're yeah. Only it's grass instead of sand, whatever. Yeah. I hate sand. It gets everywhere and it's so rough.
I hate grass.
If you have time to worry, then run.
Oh. So that was one of the most embarrassing sequences in the history of the medium.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'd say the princess kiss at the end is more famous or infamous.
And now they cut to the real-time graphics again.
Yeah. Oh, I think, you know what? I think we actually are going to make it to this Silver the Hedgehog boss fight. And this might be about as far as we go because I remember spending, like, I don't know, 30 minutes or more probably trying to figure out this fight. And I just remember there was constantly this voice clip playing just like, it's no use, it's no use. And it literally was no use. I could not figure out what to do in this. And there's no way I'm going to remember what to actually do here.
Oh, do you notice how it loaded the first cutscene, then it loaded his little intro animation again, and now it's loading the battle.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like, unbelievable.
This is so broken. I'm absolutely in awe over this.
Like even if the game, like I can't even understand how that happened because even it's no use. It's no use. It isn't. It is no use. There's zero use.
What the?
It's no use.
What is going on?
He knocks you. It's no use.
What are we supposed to do here?
I don't remember. I do not remember, but it's no use. That's all I know.
It's no use. Oh, no invisible wall. I hit him. It's no use. No! It's no use.
I don't
Sonic,
remember.
no! He clipped through Silver and died. No! Stop!
Oh, I hit him too. Like, what? How do you know when you can hit him?
Why is this a thing? This is so bad.
Oh, wait,
what are we doing
wrong?
Are
we frozen? What? Oh, he slammed me against this. Oh, he slammed me against the ceiling and he caught me again before I even hit the ground.
Yeah, and I died that way. What is... Okay, this is...
It's no use.
The awfulness of this design. This is next. This is so bad. Yeah. I can't. How did this make it into a game? This is one of the worst things I've ever seen. Look at you.
This has got to be the worst boss fight I've ever
I think this is
seen in a video game.
This is the worst. This is the worst boss fight ever.
There's no clear indication of when it's safe to approach him.
Look,
you know?
I'm just stuck in a constant loop. I'm pressing every button. I can't get out. Why did they do this? Why did they do this? What are you supposed to do?
I mean, we've both hit him, but why it was safe to hit him, I don't know.
But I can't. I'm stuck in this loop. Like he picks me up against the wall. The ring comes back out of the wall into me, and then he does it again. I can't do anything. You know what
I think it is? I think. I mean, of course, you just get stuck in a loop like this, where he like flings you against the invisible ceiling, and there's no way to get back to safety and get your rings. I think what it is, I think you wait until he's picking up stuff. Yeah, that's it. You wait until he picks up stuff, and then you can hit him.
You say that, but look, I'm stuck. Like I'm stuck. I'm actually in the corner right now. Like I can't do anything. Oh, you're
getting your ring every time you're hit?
Yeah, it just keeps coming back. Wait.
Oh man.
Wait a minute. No.
Oh, are you free? Oh, you were free for a second. You could have done it.
Look, he just...
Oh, I'm out of lives. Let's see if it puts me back there. I forget if I hit a... Oh, it puts me at the start of the Windows XP FMV.
I am like soft locked here. Like I can't get out of this. Okay, I gotta... Let's see if there's a solution to this. Wait. I got out of it for a second. Oh no, but now I'm stuck in the air again, so I'm gonna die. Nope. That's it. This is the worst boss fight ever. There's nothing worse than this. This is so bad. I don't know what they were freaking thinking.
I've hit him twice. I'm making progress.
How does this exist? How does this exist? Why is this
unfathomable?
This is unfathomably bad. That's it. This is the worst thing I've ever played. I forgot about this. I'm also 20% through the game, or at least through Sonic's campaign.
Honestly, like, that's for a lot further than I thought we'd be, because I remember it taking a lot longer than that.
We beat 2 levels though. 2.
I mean, and, you know, the back of the box does say over 10 action-packed stages. So that tracks.
I'm gonna try this one more time. I'm speechless though. I can't believe how bad this is. This is so bad. Like, how did this get made? I hate this. Okay, trying again.
It's no use.
Okay, we're doing it one more time. I'm trying to run away. So you basically can't just run directly at him.
You have to. It seems like he will catch you in his like psychokinetic field if you're near whatever he's trying to pick up. So you have to. He's chasing me down and not picking anything up. So okay. Oh man, I've got him half down. It looks like he's going to take 6 hits.
I just don't understand why they thought this was a good design.
It's an awful, awful, awful design. And what would happen if, like, he ran out of tables? Then there would be like no, like, I don't know if it's
no. He just grabs you. That's what he does. He grabs Sonic.
I'm about to get him.
Okay. I don't know if
I did it. Yeah.
Oh. Oh my god.
You just have to like keep a really close eye on where he is and just move away from him until he grabs something other than you.
Okay. This is so bad. I hate it. I can't believe this. How did they ship this?
It's unbelievable.
Like, this is the worst thing in the history of video games right here.
It really is. I remembered this. I remember this.
I actually did.
Sure.
I don't know how I ever beat this back in the day. I did not remember this at all.
This left an impression, I will say.
It's no use. So try. I don't think I have it in me to continue at this point. This is seriously. I'm astounded. I went into this expecting this to be rotten, but it's so much worse than I remembered. And stuff like this, like I see why this game has been memeified, but my god, it's such a bad product. This is so poorly made. One of the worst things I've ever seen. This silver boss fight is astounding. It's astoundingly bad. Like, I'm borderline speechless, but I'm not speechless because I'm doing a video, and oh, there's Amy to save the day. So listen, the game is bad on both platforms, but clearly the fact that you chose to play through this on the PS3, it seems that you made a poor decision because the PS3 version is significantly worse.
Well, since I was doing it for a charity marathon, I feel like it was kind of an intentional decision to play the worst version. Although, to be honest, I may have not had a 360 yet at that time. I don't remember for sure, but yeah, I mean, this is a bad product. I mean, I played it knowing it was bad. I played it fully prepared for this to just be laugh after laugh at my own expense,
and that's what it is.
Whereas you played this as a Sonic fan,
hyped,
hoping for a good game, and you were let down.
I remember my first time experiencing the game, but only up through the first level, and I must have like blocked out those initial memories over this stuff, like this silver boss fight. I had forgotten about this. but man, I can't get over it. Like,
whoa, now this is interesting. Now that I'm back here, oh wait, never mind. Well, but you know what's doing better? Something has changed.
Well, it's a different instance of the stage, right? That's why they keep loading them separately.
I know, and it's not like there is a little slowdown when I pan past. It's much improved though. Like running through this passageway, that alleyway, was
still
just running through mud. So it's very interesting.
It's interesting, but I would still say
bad.
the Xbox 360 version wins this garbage contest.
If there's a winner.
Yeah, whoever wins, we lose. We all lose. This right here. This is the product that I think really gave Sonic Team a bad name, and I think they have since mostly recovered. Like, not perfect track record, but this game was followed up with Sonic Unleashed, which was significantly better. Like, not perfect, but my god, it was like a generation beyond this. It's still a gorgeous game today. It plays really well, especially those action stages. Then Sonic Generations, which was just amazing for the time. And yeah, like, there's been some good stuff. And then I just went through Sonic Frontiers recently, which has its own flaws, but it is like, it may as well be like, you know, the greatest game of all time compared to Sonic 2006.
And, you know, not to say that like the music in this is bad or anything, but there's no signature piece like, you know, like Sonic Unleashed and a lot of the other games. Like, you know, even if you haven't played them, you've probably heard a lot of that music.
I think the music in this game is actually very good, and it's probably the only thing that's actually genuinely good in this game. But that's a trademark of Sonic Team Productions.
Of course,
they always have great music, even when the product.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't. Nothing comes to mind when I think of this compared to like Sonic Unleashed. You know,
I would say though, like, it's interesting to think about this in comparison to Nintendo's work. Nintendo has never made a product this bad. Mario has never started in a game anywhere near this bad. I would argue though that the closest analog to this is Super Mario Sunshine, which is way, like, light years better than this game.
It's still a very good game, but it's flawed for sure.
It has flaws, and this type of island, this setting reminds me a little bit of the town in Sunshine. But again, this is a million times worse than Super Mario Sunshine, even though that's a flawed game in its own right. But I'm glad you were here to revisit this with me, because, and this was actually a difficult Let's Play, it turns out, because of just how broken the game really is. But this reminded me, like, in my head I knew this game was not good, or deeply flawed at least, but it's so much worse than I remembered. And you know, I still at some point want to go back and do an actual DF Retro episode on Sonic Adventure.
Yeah,
but this is a footnote. This is the footnote made out of fecal matter for on the Sonic lineage. It's that bad. So, you know, we've all had a lot of laughs with this game. It has created some fantastic YouTube content over the years. I know people have enjoyed that. So, in a sense, it's still good that the game exists. But boy, was this a black mark for Sonic Team and Sega. This was the worst birthday party of all time. The celebration of Sonic's 15th. Wow.
it's impressive that Sonic remains popular, like, with younger and new audiences. You know, given the inconsistency that the series has had. But yeah,
sure.
it's all, you know, up from here, right?
Yeah. Well, I would say that Sonic Boom on the Wii U is similarly bad, but not quite this bad. Like, it's a bad.
Like, surely it's not as broken as this.
Have you not played it?
I've not.
Well, I think we've just figured out our next Let's Play. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching this one. Get ready for more Sonic pain.